Hi, my name is Yasu from Japan, and in my video I do hitorigoto, which means talking to myself in Japanese. And then today I want to answer to one of the questions, which is the, oh Yasu, do you still wear a smartwatch to monitor your sleep cycle and then sleep data and everything? The answer is no more smartwatch, but I still track my sleep data and then all other biometric data by Oura ring. So to begin with, I hate wearing any accessories on me. Even watch I don't wear usually. But the last September when I was in Taipei, my friend, my friend, recommended me to try smartwatch and then track the my sleep data and everything because I was really suffering from the major sleep issues and I was telling my friend that the what I have been trying to sleep, and to my friend it was obvious that I did too much and I'm facing so much issues, and then recommended the smartwatch. And I think I was so desperate that I need some clues. I need some more objective data or informations about myself in terms of the sleep. So I bought that smartwatch and I start monitoring. And it really visualized how my sleep pattern has been, and it helps me to understand what is going on, and it helps me to establish better communication with my doctor, which is one of the most valuable thing to for my treatment. So I was very happy about everything until the winter came. So winter in Japan it's cold, so I had to wear like long sleeves. Then I noticed that I hate wearing watch. It's just so annoying. So I was looking for some alternatives, and then I found smart device called Smart Ring. This is Oura Ring, which also keeps getting my biometric data, including sleep and everything. And I thought the ring could be better options because smaller, simpler. It doesn't bother me too much, but I'm not sure. So I looked for info, and the Oura ring seems to be more appealing to me. So I ordered the size kit. So in terms of the Oura ring, I don't know other brands. People could order the size kit to make sure which ring size would be suitable. And then we if people buy the real ring, the amount that people paid to get the size ring would be reduced. So I was like, I'm so already determined to buy the Oura ring, so I ordered the size ring and then just kept trying all of the fingers to make sure the which finger would be suitable in terms of daily life and everything. And then when I was trying those size kit, I actually learned so much about my behavior in life. And then one of the guidance is that pick the one that fits a little bit tighter so that it can it can observe the biometric data more precisely. So I followed the instructions, but also I tested a few days before I ordered the actual real Oura ring because it really says the fingers can become bigger, smaller throughout the day, which was actually true. So I figured out the size and I got it and I started wearing it. But because it's a smart device, I need to charge once in a week and so on. So whenever I try to put out it was okay until one day, like I think it got kind of scratched. I couldn't get it off, and then I was like, okay, maybe I can do it tomorrow. And then my finger got swollen, and then it's almost impossible for me to just take it out. And then the color of my finger is becoming darker, which is obviously not a good sign. But I was like, well, maybe I can just take it off once the the swallow goes away. But like when my colleagues saw it, they're like, yes, look at your finger. I think your blood circulation is disturbed, and then I think you need to cut off your finger eventually. You have to take it out ASAP, and then that makes me worried. That made me worried. But they are right. But I didn't know how and where to go, and then they did it. They Googled that, and then in Japan, which I didn't know, that fire department can actually the place to go. So they called one of the fire department close to the office, and then I showed up in my desperations. And then when I checked in, I was like, oh, you are the person. And then I was escorted to the third floor of the fire departments, and there's just so many firefighters, and then looking at me, and I was like, why your ring is black? And then oh yeah, your finger is so swollen. Let me try to take it off, but if we can do it, could you give us the permissions to cut it off? I was like, yeah, whatever it takes. And then they're like, okay, but could you sign this document first? I was like, are you serious? My finger is so swollen, the color is different, and you want me to sign first, and then you guys gonna get into the actions? But they're like, I'm not gonna complain. I want this to be out of me. But they're like, yeah, I understand. I'm sure that you're the person who's not gonna complain. However, oftentimes many people complains and we are in trouble. So it's a procedures that I need you to follow. So please put your address, name, and all of your informations, and then sign everything. I was like, okay, sure. So I was panicked. My fingers are so swollen, and then the color is different. But I still had to write down my address and the names and everything, and then sign the document. And then finally, the firefighters put the gels and tried to take it off, but it was not easy. And then they kept asking me, it's a very interesting ring, and then what if we had to cut it off? Can we do that? What's the material? I was like, well, it's titanium. And then they're like, what is titanium? I didn't know the Japanese name of titanium. In Japanese, it's called chitan. And then one of the firefighters actually Googled it, and they came back saying, oh, that's chitan. It's the hardest material. They're like, oh, we never got the titanium made ring. Can we actually cut it off? I don't know. It just made me feel more worse and everything. But like the firefighter was trying to take it out, but my fingers are so swollen, and it pushed the tissue into and it gradually take it off. And it probably took 40 minutes or so. Finally, they were able to take it off, and I really appreciate them, and I felt so happy that I've been paying tax in Japan and everything, but I felt so embarrassed. So, but still, I'm still using it to track my sleep patterns and all other biometric data to make sure that I can understand my pattern and then my body a little bit more well in depth, hopefully, so that I can manage myself a little bit better in the future. And if you're interested, you can consider buying any smart devices, but if you are thinking to consider a smart ring, then even though I don't know other brand, but Oura ring actually says that it's better to pick the little bit tighter one so that it can collect data more precisely. you never know. So I recommend you to pick the little bit bigger size of the ring so that you don't have to go through what I went through, because it's really scary. I don't wanna I didn't want to cut it off my fingers. Luckily I didn't have to, so that's something that you need to watch out if you are trying to pick the smart ring to start monitoring your sleep patterns or other biometric data and so on. So that's all. I didn't have to go through anything if I was healthy. So again, health is the most important things for all of us. So please take care of yourself. Prioritize your health first, and then please enjoy your life. I think that's all for today. So please take care. For now, じゃあね、bye. Bye.